Alright, good morning, our second full day in Zion National Park, and we're going to start our day off by going to our new favorite coffee place, FeelLove Zion. Deliciousness. This is so good. I don't know. What should we do now? Go on another hike?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that. So we're gonna go on the Scenic Drive. There's a map here that they give you when you first enter the park. So to help you get a better understanding, like our branch is somewhere over here. We drive in this way and then go in this way. So we're gonna be doing the Scenic Drive, which is basically we turn off here and go on Zion Canyon Scenic Drive. I'm really excited to see what they got, and we're gonna try to find a nice hike to go on up there in that vicinity. So we'll see you there, and of course I'll film the Scenic Drive for you guys so you can see the majestic beauty that is Zion. See you soon. Okay, so this is the grotto. I guess it has 3 different trails. This is a trailhead for 3 different trails, but we're gonna do Emerald Pools via Canada Trail. I wonder if we're gonna be going that way where we have to use a chain. I guess we'll find out. Oh, here we go. There's the grotto. We are here. We're gonna be going up that way to the pools. Hopefully we'll get to see some endangered California condors in the area. That would be cool. Let's get going. middle emerald pools right here. But we're gonna keep going up to the upper emerald pools. See what that looks like. See that like gash in the rock right there? That's probably where these rocks lived at some point in time, was up there. Then they crumbled and fell down here. Alright, let's continue the path to the upper emerald. Future Panda here. I just wanted to add that this was the most difficult part of the trail, was from the middle pools to the upper pools, because it was basically like going up a giant flight of stairs. And I'm not an avid hiker, so I'm not really used to that, but it was still really, really fun. I got winded once or twice. You just take a break and then you keep on going. But I just wanted to let you know that that was the more difficult part if you're ever thinking about doing this hike. A lot more water than the middle that we saw. It's all icy and snowy, but this is nice right here. This is not frozen over. We can't go ice skating on it. See that little boop crack right there? It looks like it just kind of all hits the side of the rock there, flows down. And by the way, there's a huge echo here. Echo! We could hear water flowing, but it was hard to see where it was coming from. But look, if you follow it up, you can actually see water is flowing right there. Can you guys see that? Making our way back to the car, but this was the part of the trail that you can actually see. That must be towards the lower emerald pools. You see those people walking down there? Looks pretty slick down there because the water's going on the path. Onward. We're still walking back. We're kind of on the other side of the canyon now, but this is where the lower pools is down there, that darker area somewhere. But we went to the upper pools, which is this dark spot under there. We could kind of see people going up and over that lip. That's where we were just standing. It's pretty crazy to think we were all the way over there. Alright, onward. Look at the beautiful red dirt. The camera does not pick up the redness. See, some camel is eating these. These have got to be the things off the cactuses. Those don't have any fruit on them right now, but there's no way they're just falling into a pile like that. They just don't digest well. You think it's deer? Is it deer that's coming down this path? There were a lot of deer down there when we parked. That's probably it. So we finally figured out what the purple stuff was on the road that we kept seeing with the seeds in it. Last trail we did too, we couldn't figure out, we were like, what is this box attached to it? So, but we figured out that it's actually a trail camera. Hello! Say cheese! We think that camera is actually more not to like see the people that are coming up and down, but maybe for the wildlife, to see what wildlife goes up on the trails. But I just wanted to also show you this very, very precarious rock right here. It's barely hanging on right there. Look at the way it's leaning forward.
I don't know how it's not.
I don't know how it's not falling either. I don't get it. The way it's angled, it's barely touching that rock. I guess it must be in the ground pretty good right there, pretty dug in. I don't know. I'm gonna go by quickly. La la la. We're almost there. There's the parking lot. We're almost back. And then on the other side of it, it is barely touching this rock. I don't think that's stopping it from going anywhere. But there is, like, maybe it's being held up by this dirt right here? I don't know. Now that we're done with the Emerald Pools hike, we're gonna finish the rest of the scenic drive. And we'll do that time lapse. We'll continue the time lapse for you guys. Ready, set, go! This peak in the foreground right here, that's the Angel's Landing hike. That's the one we saw a picture of right here where people are holding on to a chain. Looks pretty cool. Maybe we'll get to do it next time. We are heading into Springdale, which is the little town that we've been going to. That's where the Coffee Love place is. And there's more over there than we thought. So we're just going to drive through it, see what's there, maybe get some grub. The sun is going to set in about an hour to an hour and a half. So we'll head back then because we know that the weather's not going to be very nice. So we'll get some snacks for later and then we'll have some fun cabin time. So Springdale, here we come. You know what? I would like to count how many cities in the US have the name Dale within the city name. I bet you it's at least in the thousands. Right next door to Jack's Sports Grill that we're going to, there's this really fancy restaurant called Switchback. I'm assuming it's pricey because it was all steaks and it just said market price for their prices, and they didn't open till 5 anyway, which was about an hour away. So we're just gonna go ahead and eat here at Jack's Sports Grill in Springdale and get a drink, get some grub, and then maybe get some snacks at a store to take back to the cabin with us because we are preparing for there to be some rain/snow tonight. So best get up the road before anything gets like icy or the weather gets bad. whipped cream vodka, orange soda, and whipped cream. I did not know that there was whipped cream vodka in this world, so I might have to try that. And I've always liked orange soda. So
Someone needs to try it.
someone needs to do it. Might as well be me, right?
I'm drinking beers.
I got a really basic sandwich. It was a tri-tip and cheddar sandwich. It came with a couple of dipping sauces, like barbecue sauce type things on the side there with some french fries. And I was impressed by the bun that they had on there. It was pretty delicious. Did end up getting the orange creamsicle. It sounded good, and it was terrible. It was just really not good.
So last night, I couldn't get the fire going, but I'm really stubborn, so I'm going to try it again. This is what they give you. Just some, like, these aren't regular fireplace ones. These are like the torch kind. And then these long stick matches that they give you too. But I don't know. I see, look how sad that is. Like, I would get it, I would catch on fire, and then it would always go out. I don't know if the logs are too big or what, but I'm gonna try again. Fireplace 101. Don't learn it from me. But I'm used to having like newspaper or even those like fancy logs you buy at the store that just, you know, automatically do their thing. One
of them has more in it. Yeah.
Maybe that's why they gave us two, because one was about to die. There you go, little torchy torch. Look at that. Look how hard this is. Potato chip? Alright, he's looking up how to start a fire without kindling, and the first thing the video says is use a potato chip. What kind? Like Lay's, Pringles? Like, do they specify? I would never have thought that you could start a fire with a potato chip. This is interesting. Learn something new every day. I'm just gonna use a lot of matches, and maybe that'll work this time. I don't know. I don't know what to do at this point. Okay, one of the things it said was to try bark, so we're gonna try that now. On camera, it just kind of looks like a delicious piece of beef jerky, doesn't it? Alright, we give up. Nothing's working. I think they gave us some wet logs or something. We even tried to get our own kindling from outside. We found some bark, we tried that. We tried some straw from the meadow. Nothing's working. I feel so incomplete that I can't start a fire in my cabin. And it's not like I haven't started fires before. Totally know how to start fires, I thought. So I'm gonna blame the wood. Okay, so here's why you always just ask, right? So we went down there and they said, oh yeah, sorry, your logs are really wet. They probably won't start. So they gave us wet logs that won't start. But they made it up by giving us some wood that will catch on fire. So round 3 of lighting a fire, here we go. It's happening. Our log still isn't on fire, but at least there is a fire. Trying to get the ends going here. I tried to get the middle. It started and then now it's kind of, I don't know what's going on with it now. Well, this is the best I could do. This will be the last chapter of the fireplace. But put a bunch of kindling, caught it on fire. I'm not sure if the kindling is just going to char the log. So we're hoping the log will catch on fire, but I don't know. If they're still too wet, definitely not going to happen. Just happy to have a fire in our fireplace. I mean, it's not a real cabin experience without a fire in your fireplace. So I think we're going to call it a day for our full second day in Zion National Park. And tomorrow, I think I'm going to try to catch a time lapse of the sunrise for you guys. And hopefully it's not raining. There's supposed to be snow, rain, early morning. is checkout day. We got a check out of the room cabin, but it snowed last night. The sun just came out. It's about 10:30 right now. And it was kind of I did a time lapse of the sunrise for you guys this morning, but I'm not sure how sunrisey it was because the sun literally just poked out from behind the clouds. Started melting the snow already that was on our patio. So sad to leave this wonderful view. Goodbye, room cabin. Goodbye, fireplace with wet logs that was really hard to get a fire going. Goodbye, TV that we started to watch the new season of Handmaid's Tale on. Goodbye, beautiful, epic view that is unexplainably awesome. Goodbye, snow. Goodbye, bathroom that we didn't use because you are broken. Goodbye, swing bench that I didn't sit on because it's too cold. Goodbye, bedroom that kept us warm at night. Goodbye, shower that I couldn't wash my hair in. Goodbye, freestanding bathtub that I didn't use. Goodbye, check-in lobby and check-out lobby, I guess. Goodbye, Rex dog. He's looking at me. He's like, why? So that's it. That's all she wrote. So one last time, I'm going to be backlit right here. Goodbye. Oh. Let's go. We got the car warming up. And we're going to skedaddle. On the road again. On the side of the road of Highway 9 here that goes through Zion National Park, it's only about 20 minutes long. It's not a very long drive through the park. But there's this big, massive boulder on the side of the road, and there's a plaque here. So of course I had to stop and see what it says. It states that this giant boulder is a National Historic Civil Engineering Landmark. So in one of the other videos I mentioned the 1.1 mile long tunnel. It is the longest vehicular tunnel in the national park system. It doesn't exactly say this, but I'm wondering if this boulder that this plaque is attached to is from all of the blasting and excavation that they did between 1927 and 1930 when this tunnel was being built. This tunnel promoted the national park system rustic style of engineering and landscape architecture used throughout the national park system. So I love architecture and I wanted to know what NPS rustic meant. So it stands for National Park System Rustic. It was sometimes called parkitecture, and it basically was a style of architecture that developed in the early 20th century in the U.S. National Park Service, and its efforts was to create buildings that harmonized with the natural environment. So this next clip is going to be a little bit random. I meant to put it in the first Zion video, but I forgot, and I still wanted to show it to you guys, and it's just driving to Vegas and the crazy dirt flying around, and it was gnarly. Just check it out. Okay, we are on the 15 on our way to Vegas, and the dirt is so thick. I know that looks like fog, but that is dirt, and you can't even see. That's supposed to be desert. You can't see anything. It's just dirt flying around everywhere. That is so spooky. It kind of stopped now, but a few seconds ago, we could just hear like all these little tiny rocks pelting the car. There it is. Sounds like rain. That is freaky. Look at that.
Air filter after this.
Yeah, we will need a new air filter after this. So that's going to be it for the Zion videos. This is the end. Say farewell, but we have so much more to look forward to. We have the throwback night at Disneyland, we have Star Wars night at Disneyland, and a Disney cruise coming up. I am so excited for you guys to come along. If you made it to the end of this video, go ahead and subscribe because we are now officially buds. And give it a like because that really helps the channel be seen. But just thank you for watching the video. Till next time, guys. Look, Littlefoot, we made it to the Great Valley. Aww. It really reminds me of that shot at the end of The Land Before Time.